coming from Empire through Jibo in and out of Fadi also looks very good. Movement towards Habat Macaulay Way from Jibo down to Adekule intersection School and Camp. No cause for alarm. And from Alago Meiji, the journey through Sabo, St. Agnes down to Jibo underneath the bridge link Empire is fine. Steady movement from Jibo underneath the bridge towards Yaba phase 1 and 2. And of course, connecting Oingbo isn't bad either. Appreciable flow has been recorded from Yaba phase 1 through the flyover bridge to connect phase 2. Equally, we have recorded free flow of traffic in and out of Ojolegba through the flyover as well. Okay, so that's a summary of that corridor. Let's see if we can take a call. Let's just call. Come on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
morning to you. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, this is service manager.
Go on.
Calling from my children.
Oh, very good. Go on.
The earlier reported a truck that had a load accident at the Woody Lady. That is what joining my children has been violently covered out of the road now.
Okay.
So the main carriageway has been opened for motorists to use. That is the en route my 12 down to left. So the traffic is heavy and the backlog is at the here presently at Ajegule. So at Ajegule we have another breakdown containerized 40 feet container. Mechanical fault. But we are still having a tow truck for the recovery of the container. That is by Ajegule in what joining area.
Okay.
But our men they are still on ground there. So that is just the update.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And of course, we'll be expecting more news from you. All right, so that regarding the much talked about lane accident involving a truck at Odelede Inward Mile 12, the news is that it has been recovered, so it's off the road now. But the backlog still prevalent. It has extended to Jegule. So it's a busy moving traffic on the main carriageway. The main carriageway is open now for movement. Let's hope that things get better in a short while from now. Okay, and still at Ajegule, there's another impediment there. This one is a broken down 40 feet container laden truck at Ajegule in Wadirawo, currently being fixed. But let's see how it goes. 5 minutes come past the hour. Let's enjoy some great vibes. And when we come back, we shall be ushering in Victor Oteri for some interesting conversations on Talk Time. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning. How you doing?
Well, very well. Feels good to be here again. It's today's 23.
Yeah, 23rd, and of course we're hitting Christmas in less than 48 hours. How does it feel?
Well, great.
That feels pretty good. Dayo in the building as well. Dayo, how you doing?
I'm very well. Good morning to you.
All right, so Merry Christmas, right?
Merry Christmas in
Right.
advance.
Okay, so should that be another way of expressing this in this part of the world? Is it Merry Christmas or?
Compliment of the season.
Okay, is that better?
Some say Happy Christmas.
No, it's not happy.
Yeah, that's what some people say.
No,
anyways. It's merry, actually.
All right, so what are the roads looking like on this Saturday?
Well,
I know people will be trying to catch up with the last-minute rush for probably travel to one location or the other. Country homes will now come alive at this time.
absolutely. And I need to understand already that, moving out toward Lagos via the Lagos-Badagry Expressways,
Right.
traffic flow is quite on the high side.
It's on the high side, so
Yes.
it's very busy. You're going to be having lots of vehicles making that journey out towards Lagos
Very true.
on this Saturday. All right, if you're one of them, well, you're driving home for Christmas, you can share that experience with us too on this frequency. Anywhere you are, our Facebook is very much alive. You can always tell us how your journey went. If you're heading to Benin, or perhaps you're making that journey to Enugu or Onitsha, or where else now? Owerri.
Why need to mention Ibadan?
No, Ibadan is nearby. People travel there every day.
Okay, what about Lorry?
Okay, Laurie, yes, Akure, Ekiti, and of course, if you're making that journey towards Port Harcourt or even Yenagoa and Akwa Ibom, as the case may be, you can always share that experience with us on our Facebook.
No, places like Lorry, during the Salah period, we have,
Lots of people migrate there.
migrate
No, but
towards
there are
Lorry
people that
and,
stay in Lagos. Lots of Ilori people stay in Lagos, so they want to go have some cool Christmas time
Oh, yes. Yeah, right.
at the end of the year.
But not much of them.
Well, that's what you say.
That was not much, right?
Dayo is from which part of town of Nigeria?
I'm from Edo State.
Kotangora.
Hey, okay, she's from Edo State. All right, so she's not traveling. No. She can't go anywhere.
No. She can go nowhere.
Okay, so that's where it is. Travel time. Of course, lots of people making that journey out towards Lagos. But
Okay,
right here in Lagos.
Let's look at mile 12. I need to understand that a truck had just been recovered
Oh,
at
okay.
Udi Lady
Yeah.
Ward mile 12. It was involved in a lone accident, so it has just been recovered and towed off the road.
Oh, good.
That accident happened on the main carriageway. So right now the main carriageway is open for use,
All right.
but the traffic is still very busy. Traffic so far has backed up to Ajegule as a result of that impediment.
Okay.
So there's another impediment at Ajegule, and this one is a broken out 40 feet container laden truck, precisely at Ajegule Inward Irawo.
Okay.
Yes, it's still on ground, it's currently being fixed, but we're hoping that in a short while from now, it should have been fully recovered and
Alright
moved
then.
off the road.
We'll keep our eyes on that one as well. But those making that journey towards Ojota and Maryland.
Oh, smooth drive all the way.
It's
Smooth all the way to the Echo Bridge corridor. And of course, on the third Milan Bridge in summary, smooth movement right from the Otedola corridor down to Yanwuru, all the way to Adeniji.
Very, very smooth.
Very smooth.
Okay, so this to also let you know that the ramps are now open, so you can descend.
Fully open.
Yeah, you can descend from the Adekunle end if you want to make that journey inwards Yaba or perhaps Ibuti Meta. It's still very accessible for you to navigate through. All right, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, what does it say?
So traffic is still moving as expected, coming from the Anoikpaja end through Goyi, Dokpemu, underneath the bridge, cement, all the way to National, no cause for alarm. Even moving further down through airport, all down to Bolade Oshodi. For now, we still have traffic moving very freely.
Beautiful. Okay then, so we'll leave it at that for that. That will give us some time to really have some good conversation on the program this
So what's on
morning.
the front burner? Are we
Yes.
reflecting on Christmas?
Yes, but this time around, it's all about safety. So we're talking journey management during the festive season.
Oh, good.
And we're going to be connecting with Dennis Oloriegbe. Of course, you know him so
Very
well.
well.
All right, so he will be, giving us some tips on some things that you need to understand while driving. And then if you come across any emergency situation on that journey, how you can handle it. Jenny will be taking us through that on the program this morning.
All right, and of course, there's going to be a whole lot to chew alongside traffic updates coming in intermittently on Talk Time. All right, then, stick around with Victor Oteri on Talk Time.
I got red lights all around, but soon there'll be a freeway, yeah. Get my
Bridges and tacos. Won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
My dear people of Lagos, it has been observed with dismay the increase in commuters driving with faded, damaged, or without number plates in the state, which is prohibited according to Section 15 and 16 of the Lagos State Transport Reforms Law 2018. Yes, it is an offense, and that is why the Lagos State Government, through the Motor Vehicle Administration Agency, MVAA, is encouraging all motorists to have had their number plates stolen, faded, or damaged to have it replaced at any MVAA office near you to avoid being apprehended by the law. This process is easy and can be done within 24 to 48 hours. With just 18,750 naira, you can have your number plates replaced. All you need is to provide your proof of ownership, and it's done. Pickup or delivery options are also available. So what are you waiting for? Visit us at Block 8, First Floor, Old Secretariat, Ikeja, Lagos. For inquiries, call 0903 276 0141 0803 354 3829 or WhatsApp on 0915 430 3067. Remember, it's not just a number plate, it's your identity on the road. Igbega Ipinleko Ajumoshenio.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash outs and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Today, we are out to ask Nigerians what they think about John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink. Come with me, guys.
So good.
Hey, is it
Really nice. My kids can't get enough of it. I love John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink.
So refreshing and nourishing.
Great. So tell me, how do you enjoy John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink?
Add water. Stay. And enjoy instant goodness.
So there you have it. Everyone here loves John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink. You don't need milk or sugar. Just add water for instant goodness any time of the day.
John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink is available in stores and supermarkets nationwide. Enjoy instant goodness of rich cocoa, milk, and sugar with John Vent's 3-in-1 chocolate drink.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of no cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
What should we talk about? That we came in to play chess, we saw your thievery and stealing and looting.
It's a healthy chat.
If we talk about corporate social responsibilities, we should talk about it in relative terms.
A healthy dialogue for a relaxed atmosphere.
At a time like this one, the country is passing through very serious security challenges. We feel all hands must be on deck.
The purpose of the bill is to provide an economic and safety oversight regime for the regulated transport sector.
It's Talk Time on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time brings you current happenings in the social, political, and economic arena in the country, exploring the noble, ignoble, and incredible maneuverings behind these stories. Talk Time takes you on a ride with interesting personalities across various spheres of influence. Join the conversation every Saturday by 8 a.m. to have your say on these issues. The program is intermittently spiced up with traffic updates to ensure a smooth ride across the city. Let's talk on Talk Time, Saturdays by 8 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Talk Time. The conversation has just begun.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Nice to have you on this beautiful Saturday morning. We give God the glory for his mercies as we move from one location to the other, gradually inching closer and closer to Christmas. Today is the 23rd day in the month of December, and we usually count, so we have barely how many more days to wrap up this year? 8 more days, and I can tell you things are really moving pretty good. Traffic-wise, across town, it's still a very, very nice experience driving from one location to the other. And we're here to serve it hot and fresh as you move along this wonderful morning. Nice to have you join us. My name is Victor Oteri, and traffic across town is still looking relatively good, but people who are migrating from Lagos is really on the high side this morning if you want to make use of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway corridor. All right, then, so we're going to track all those areas. Ikorodu Road is looking pretty good this morning if you want to make that journey from Ojota, Fadi, Maryland, of course, to Eco Bridge. That corridor is still looking good. And also, the Third Milan Bridge is looking pretty fine, too. Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway is also very good. And that's what you have at this time. Okay, then. So we are really set. And today we're going to be doing a whole lot. We're doing journey management during the festive season. And I'll be connecting with my guest shortly. And he will take us through that so that we can really do justice. Once you find yourself in an emergency or perhaps something happening on the road or your vehicle, then you know what to do. So these are some of the issues that we'll be talking about on the program this morning. All right, then. Nice to have you join us. A brief break. I'll be back.
Your home for timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your sure bet here for these and more. Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
All right then, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. So we're ready to begin our conversation this morning, even as we talk journey management during the festive season. All right, Christmas is barely 2 days away, and some of us are making that journey already. But in the process of doing that, we are likely to encounter one or two things on the road. So what should we do as drivers, as people who are embarking on journeys at this time? And joining me to reflect on this, I've got the encyclopedia of driving, so to say, driver safety. Talking about Dennis Oluriogbe. He's a managing director, Edo State Traffic Control and Management Agency. Mr. Dennis, nice to have you. Good morning.
Victor, good morning. How are you today? And how is Lagos?
Lagos is pretty cool. And how is Edo, or is it Benin? Where are you?
Yes, precisely. I'm in Benin right now. Edo, all is cool. Everybody is anticipation for Christmas. High activity right now. I know Lagos is also very, very public now.
That's very correct. So, what is the weather situation? What does it look like in Benin this morning?
Well, the weather situation is very conducive for driving, but there is very, very high heat. Heat period. I don't know, maybe there is anticipation for a rain to cool down the weather, but the weather is very, very hot here.
Right. And at times like this, we have what we call the Harmattan haze. Is that also very, very reflective in Benin this morning?
Yes, the Edo is like in two sections. The northern part of the Edo is experiencing high Harmattan haze now. Is on the Harmattan haze in the northern part is almost 75.2% now. But for Benin, the haze is not high this morning, but there was a little haze.
All right. So let's talk safety and let's talk about what we should do at this time when we want to embark on journeys. A lot of people are going to be traveling for 6 hours. They'll be driving. Let's say from Lagos to Benin might take about 4 or 5 or so hours. Lagos to Yenegua might take much more than that. Let's say 8 hours. To Port Harcourt, some will be traveling from Lagos to Abuja. So what should we have at the back of our minds when we're embarking on these journeys?
Yes. Christmas period, there is so much traveling that will be going on. There is urge for people to travel this period. And, it is very important for people to actually have an idea of journey management. The first question I want to ask is, what is even journey management?
Okay, talk to me.
What is journey management? Journey management is the process of managing your journey to arrive safe at where you are going. That is driving to stay alive, But if you are driving, let me break it down a little. We might not have the time for so many things, but I'm just going to be fast, That is what we have been saying anytime we are doing journey management. For you to travel this period. Okay, let's even look at the categories of people we are going to reach out to this morning.
Right.
There are people who are driving their car.
Okay.
There are people who will be traveling with their car. There are passengers who will be going to park to board vehicle. Then there are commercial vehicles who are going to be moving every time, twice from we want to make a journey they are making once a day, they want to make it twice because there is enough passengers. So those are the categories of people, and all of them have their responsibility. But whoever is traveling this time must do what they call a pre-trip mental inventory.
A pre-trip mental inventory.
Mental inventory, yes, what we call PTMI.
Okay.
Pre-trip mental inventory. That is to visualize how your journey is going to be. Because there are so many things we discussed about years ago. Those things cannot be relevant now. Because there is insecurity attached to traveling now. High insecurity. That was not there about 10 years ago when we were doing journey management. This was to realize there was no kidnappings all over the place like this. 10 years ago, there was no incident armed robbery. But now, kidnapping has come to stay. It's very close to us, even in Lagos. Before we used to hear banditry in Borno State, banditry in Zamfara State. But now, even in the East, you have people going into the house to go and attract people, going to the road to go and stay. So journey management now has changed drastically. But in our pre-treatmental inventory, what will you be doing? You are going to be giving consideration. The first thing you must think of is the necessity of that journey you want to make. There are journeys that are not necessary. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, we're with you. Go ahead.
Okay. If you notice, there are some journeys that are not necessary. If I need to send money to you, Victor, in Lagos, if I need to send money to you, and that is just the reason for my traveling, I think such journey is not necessary again, because I can easily transfer that money from even my phone or from my bank to your account. So if I'm coming to Lagos to give you money, then that journey is no longer necessary.
Right.
Now, so if that journey is not necessary, no need doing it. But if the journey is necessary because you want to see your loved ones, you want to be to your house, you built in the village. You know, there are people who built mansions in the village, they want to have a feel of it. Those are very necessary journeys.
Right.
Then, if that journey is necessary, then we are good to go. Then, as a driver, if you are going with your vehicle, then you must look at what they call various conditions.
Okay, so let me just interject you there, Dennis. So this is the Christmas season. This is the festive season. So the likelihood of that journey being necessary is going to be high. Don't you think so?
Yeah, the journey is going to be very high. Because, you know, our brothers, they will want to do what they call an annual general meeting, and you must be present there. So Christmas journey is very, very necessary. There is no about it. We are not discouraging people not to go and enjoy their Christmas. All over the world, people travel for Christmas. You know, even in abroad, people travel to their real place of birth for Christmas. So it is very necessary. But after that, you now look at various conditions. One of the first conditions you must be looking at, you know, is the vehicle condition. The vehicle you want to use, the car you want to use to travel. You look at the condition of the vehicle and you look at it and say, when did this vehicle, you know, there are vehicles, their journey you have not made for 2-3 years. Now you are going to use the vehicle for such journey. Like you want to drive from Lagos to Port Harcourt, and for 1 year, 2 years, you've not even gone out of Lagos. So it's a different ball game. So you must make sure the vehicle can make the journey. That means you must service the vehicle, you must put the vehicle in a very good condition.
Okay.
Yes. Then, and the passenger also has the responsibility if he's going to take a vehicle in the park. It is the responsibility of the passenger to go around the vehicle and check if the vehicle, one, if the tires are so bad, two, if the vehicle starts and is hearing a strange noise, it is for the driver and the passenger to complain, to tell you. If not, you will see a lot of stranded vehicles, passengers stranded, and there is nothing you can do. You cannot be trekking such kilometers. So let's
put that in perspective. For commercial buses, is it proper for the passenger to walk around and say, look, this vehicle, these tires are not looking good? I mean, how does he do that?
Yes, it's very important. Look, a passenger, you have the right to do what they call physical inspection of the vehicle you want to take. Because you are paying money for it. The vehicle is not going to carry you free of charge. You do a physical inspection of the vehicle. That is, you go around, like what we always advise, you cannot know the engine of the vehicle. And all these commercial vehicles, we pray they travel every day. But look at the physical condition of the tires. Because you have a lot of tire blowouts now. Victor, you know, we were talking about tire blowout, how to manage tire blowout. We were joking, we were playing, but it is a real thing now.
Right.
50% of our accidents, major accidents, is tire blowout now. Because of the economic factor. Everybody managing, even tires that have been thrown away, another person will take it and start using the same tire for very long distance. So the passenger has the right to go around the vehicle to check. Then the road condition, you know, our roads are bad. Look, no need to, we are not exaggerating. You have very bad roads. The areas you have good roads in Lagos Metropolis and Lagos Ibadan Expressway is very far. Lagos maybe or But when you are getting out of those places, if you see the nature of our road, Victor, you will feel for people who are going to travel this far. Wow. So they must have an idea of the road. Okay. They must have an idea, and how they can do it is to find out information from people who have used this road of recent. What is the condition of the road? What are we going to meet? Which of the areas are we going to meet a very bad road, so that they begin to prepare their mind. Then weather condition, like what you said, the weather. You are going to be meeting different weather. If you are traveling to Abuja, you are going to meet series of weather. So you must prepare your mind for it. Oh, you are leaving Lagos, the weather is not too, the Harmattan, the haze is not high. But you're going to be getting to Kogi State area, and you are climbing the north. You are going to see 8 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you prepare your mind and know how to drive in hazard conditions like Harmattan. Okay. When you are getting to such places and you cannot see again, either you slow down and move very slowly, it's not the time for you to still speed. So those are, you must know weather conditions, and then the traffic conditions. Definitely traffic is always going to be very high. Lagos Ibadan Expressway is going to be high. Lagos Benin Expressway, the traffic there is going to be mad. So you must prepare your mind for it and know what to know. This is not time to tell you 100 kilometers per hour.
Right.
This period, you must maintain reasonable kilometer per hour, not 100 kilometers per hour, reasonable kilometer.
Okay.
So then, the condition of the driver who is going to drive the vehicle. You see, a sick driver cannot be a good driver. You are treating yourself of an illness and you are driving, it's going to affect you. So the driver must be in proper condition. So that is the condition for anybody who is traveling must put into consideration. Okay. But we have what we call, what are the responsibility either of the driver and the passenger?
All right, we're going to do that. Just a second. Just hold on for 1 second. Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. This morning we're doing journey management during the festive season. And Dennis Oluriegbe is taking us to the classroom. He's talking about pre-trip mental inventory. Right? And he's taking us through what that simply means is for you to prepare yourself, psych yourself up, to be ready to embark on that journey before you really head out. And he's brought out so many things that are happening these days that we also need to pay attention to. Quickly, let's get back to the roads and find out what's going on right now. If you make it that journey to the island, we did tell you, it's still looking pretty good on the 3rd Milan Bridge. The entire stretch of the bridge is looking very, very lovely this Saturday morning. And then if you want to navigate through the Egbeda Iyanokwaja corridor, traffic from Iyano Dokpemu, Inward Cement through Mongoro to Ilezik, very, very good to go. Likewise for Sule Junction, connecting, Sule Junction connecting Ilezik, also looking pretty good. If you're making that journey from there towards National, is also looking good as well. You do not have any major worries from there. Of course, traffic light is alternating at Ilezik, but no major worries. Ilezik connecting National, good to go. Moving further to National, down to Bolade Oshodi, still very, very good, except for little delays when you approach Shogunle and Bolade intersection. You have traffic light alternating at that particular location. The return journey is looking good all through. All right, that's from Oshodi all the way to Ilezik. Is pretty good this beautiful Saturday morning. All right, then, this will be making that journey into Lagos. It's still looking good, but out towards Lagos, we have high influx of vehicles, people who are, migrating for the holidays, which we are talking about. They are already on the road this beautiful morning. All right, then. So, Dennis, let's talk about the responsibilities now. So, for somebody who is driving on that 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours journey, what are the responsibilities of that driver?
Yes, for a driver responsibility, the driver must be mentally, physically, and even spiritually sound for him to travel this period. And there is something I want to warn. For now, it is advisable you don't travel in the night. Make up your mind by the time your journey is extending up to 6. Be ready to get a place to park and rest. If anybody tells you that, oh, don't bother, I traveled the road yesterday night, you might not be lucky. Most of the attack, kidnapping, armed robbery, marauders, they take place right in the middle of the night. So this is no period. So if you are traveling and you are going to the east, by 6 o'clock, you must be ready to get somewhere to park. Because there's Victor, there is something they call a road accident immunity delusion syndrome. They call it RAID. I don't know, they believe that witchcraft are the one who cause accidents. One thing, they will pour oil on it. It is just a lie. That's why they call it delusion syndrome. You know, you are traveling in the night and you think nothing will happen to you. When armed robbers attack you, say it was home witchcraft. They don't want me to come home. It's the lie. So people must not travel in the night. And when drivers are traveling, keep to rules. You must be defensive in your driving. You know, overtaking, dangerous overtaking, overspeeding, overloading, not using of your seatbelt, driving with wrong attitude, anger, frustration, aggression. No driver should be caught with that. You must drive like a professional driver.
Okay.
That is what we have been preaching.
All right. Okay, so now these are the responsibilities of the driver, right? He must.
Yeah, that is the responsibility. And you know, this period that you are traveling, like if you are able to travel on a personal car, we always advise you to have some materials with you.
Right.
Some very, very, very important materials like a tow rope. A tow rope, you can improvise it even if it's not so. Have a rope around you. Why we are saying it, if you have an emergency, if your vehicle decides to break down,
right,
and somebody is ready to help you to get you out of that place, it is not the responsibility of that man to get his rope to help you. You are the one to bring out your rope for the man to tow you out of the. Actually, vehicles are made for such emergency. Okay. That is why you have what they call a tow knob attached to vehicles.
Right. Okay then.
You know, a tow knob. Some vehicles come with tow knob, but those knobs are not supposed to be permanently there. It is when you have emergency you fit it, but you see Nigerians, they will leave it permanently in their vehicle without removing it. So you have it. Then you are also supposed to have what they call a jump start. If you have a jump start and you have a battery, yeah. Then and your emergency equipment. What are your emergency equipment? Like your spare tire, your wood spinner. Those are your fire extinguisher. Those are emergency equipment, very important. Yeah. But another thing you must have is water and a very clean hanky or what they call a napkin or what they call no. So
why is that necessary? Why is the water and the hanky necessary?
Yes, let me tell you, water is necessary. Clean water is necessary for fatigue. If you are fatigued and you are tired, you want to rest, when you finish resting, apply some water, clean up your eyes, take drink a part of the water and make sure the water has a stain on your collar. That is going to keep you alert for some time before you get to either to where you are going so that you can rest properly. Then you can use water if your vehicle overheat. Okay. So water is for so many. Then if you are a commercial driver, you must have water. You carry some passenger in another 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, there is case of vomiting. You need water to wash up, to clean up. So water is very, very important when you are traveling.
Okay. All right. Yes. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Dennis Oleregbe, who is the managing director of the Edo State Traffic Control and Management Agency, is giving us some tips on how we can manage our journeys during this period. Let's get back to the roads before we talk about emergencies while embarking on those journeys. And so if you are within the Central Business District area, we can tell you the traffic this morning is still looking relatively good. You didn't have any major worries. Appreciable movement from UBA roundabout, NMPC filling station, Kakawa Junction, proceeding towards Cathedral intersection, still looking good. Descending from CMS Bridge to the bus stop there, also looking good. And then we can tell you vehicular movement in and out of areas within that corridor are still looking very, very good this morning. All right, then. So, Dennis, when you are traveling on those long distance journeys, because the road is not level, like where we are coming from in Lagos, you have most areas, some will be undulating, some will be, the roads will be, ramping up the mountain, some will descend down the hill. How should you approach driving in those kind of roads?
Yes, driving on our road is quite very interesting this day. What we are looking at, we have a series we call a speed management. 50 to 100 kilometers per hour by cars, by lorry 60 kilometers. But what we are saying, you must drive in a convenient and comfortable speed limit. A speed limit where whatever emergency you'll be able to avoid it. That's what we call common sense speed limit. Common sense speed limit. Our roads are really very undulating, pothole, bad, and there are drivers that are going to take you by surprise. You are driving, you just see a vehicle coming on one way. So if you don't make up your mind for it, you must be full of anticipating driving. You think of anything that can happen. So when you are driving in such road like the picture you paint, you must slow down.
Right.
You must.
But just before you do that, before you give your tip on, how they can approach that, Dennis, let's talk to those drivers that feel, look, 100 kilometers, it's like I'm driving at a snail speed. Some will tell you, the car was made for 160. Why would I be driving 100? Please try and talk to our people. Why it is necessary to drive on 100 and not 160?
Victor, I don't think I can think of any route within this certain region where you can drive 160.
You can do 160 on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
Yeah, you can. But if you are doing a 160 in Lagos-Ibadan road, have you considered the volume of the traffic there? In between that is the highest volume of traffic in Nigeria. Lagos-Ibadan, especially the stretch after Mowe, between Mowe and the Benin bypass, Benin-Ibadan bypass, is the busiest road in Nigeria. You cannot do even 80 kilometers in that road. If you are doing 80 kilometers, you are taking a risk because you have trucks, you have articulated vehicles, you have cars, you have bikes, you have everybody. So when a road is so congested, you don't drive too high. So, but there are drivers who are going to tell you that, look, something must kill a man. I have been driving on this road for 20 years. But my advice is that you must use a common sense driver's limit. Why? I might say there are areas where the road is free. When the road is completely free and the road is good, you can run. You can go 100, 120. But when the road is congested, bad, and pothole, you must use common sense speed limit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for navigating through those hilly and those kind of roads that are driving through the mountains, how do you approach it?
Well, if you look at your car, they are actually made for driving in so many of those terrains. But sometimes we don't even know how to use the gadgets in our vehicle. But I want to tell you that driving on a very mountainous area, one, you don't overtake when you are driving on the mountain, when you are driving on the hill. You don't overtake. And you don't overtake a vehicle from the right. And you don't overtake getting very close to a vehicle. And in your overtaking, you must make sure there is no vehicle, there is no incoming. There is a road we call face me, I face you.
Right.
That is a single carriageway. A single carriageway, that is face me, I face you.
Yes.
You cannot overtake without anticipating that the vehicle is going to come. You must allow the road to be very free for you to overtake. So dangerous overtaking is not prohibited when you are on a mountainous area, when you are on a speed. And you don't overtake a vehicle on a sharp bend. You don't overtake a vehicle on a sharp bend. And when you are being overtaken, you don't increase your speed. It is very common, especially when the smaller car wants to overtake a bigger jeep. Oh, the jeep will think, oh, how will the small car overtake me? I want to. So it is wrong. Don't increase your speed when a vehicle is overtaking you. So those are some of the rules that can guide you when you are in mountainous area, when you are in area you don't understand the terrain, you don't do any dangerous overtaking.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You also want to add your voice this morning, even as we talk journey management. You can bring in your messages, your calls too on 0809 912 0777. Okay, that's 0809 912 0777 and at 09153 877127. Okay, those are the numbers that you can connect with us on the program this morning. Dennis Oluriegbe is giving us some tips on how we can handle our journeys during this festive season. All right, so Dennis, let's get to the very, very complex ones now. So you're traveling and all of a sudden some things begin to happen to the vehicle. All right, so I know this is the regular one that you usually give. When you have a tire blowout, how should we handle it? Has the trend changed, or we're still the same?
Okay, those are really complex ones. But look, you see, a vehicle, whether old, whether new, it can get you by surprise. I have a friend who bought a new vehicle, was traveling to Inori. All of a sudden, the vehicle developed fault, and he was surprised. That's the vehicle. That's an engine for you. So. But those are emergencies. Those are critical emergencies, you know. But I want to tell you, you must be careful because when the vehicle gets stopped, automatically develop for you see people coming from nowhere. They say they are mechanics. Mechanics, I specialize in doing. Then they working on to a situation. One, don't allow people to tamper with your vehicle. And I can the road safety, they are actually doing something. I saw a lot of private tow vehicles on the road, especially the Benin or Lagos. A lot of tow vehicles are there. If you are driving and your vehicle develops automatically, if there is a tow vehicle around, it is the best thing for you to do is to let the vehicle tow it out of that danger spot inside the bush where there is nobody. Okay. Let the vehicle help you to tow it to a place that you can get good help. That's fine. Then, but if tire blow out, we are advising people all these Tokubo tires that are coming. People now using second. Even Nigeria Tokubo, we have what we call Nigeria Tokubo now. Somebody uses the tire, throw it away. Another person will wash it and clean it up and start selling it. You see, those are the reasons why we have a lot of tire blow. The same rule is what we must do. For you, when you have a tire blower, on no count must you apply your brake immediately. Okay. It is wrong to apply your brake immediately. But hold first to the steering. Remove your leg out of the accelerator and allow the vehicle to move itself. We will see that gradually the vehicle is going to be slowing down. When you slow to an extent, then you can now apply the brake in 3/4 zone. That is putting the leg gradually, till the vehicle is going to stop, then you can now stop it. Because if you go for the brake abruptly, the vehicle is going to somersault, that is going to worsen up everything. So that is how you can manage the tire blower. And if you are in any emergency as a driver, the best rule, the first rule, don't be afraid. Because CS has made drivers, some of them trying to jump out of the vehicle, leaving the passenger to their own destiny. It is wrong. When there is a tire blowout or a brake failure, you take responsibility as a driver. Don't run out of the vehicle. Don't allow anybody to know. Don't tell anybody. Don't shout. If you shout and you tell people, tire don't blow, then you are going to see different reaction in the vehicle.
But they are likely going to hear the sound. They will hear the sound when it blows. So they automatically they know that this is what has happened. So let's
you must know, because when you have a car blow, as the driver will know. from the sound. He's going to know. But don't allow the passenger to know. Take responsibility and make sure you are able to manage it. Then for brake failure manual, you see the same thing. If you have a brake failure, the first time you will notice that the same brake you apply and it was holding, you apply, it's not holding again. That is automatically a brake failure. You pump. The first thing you do is to pump the same brake. You are going to pump it consecutively to see whether the brake can drip back.
How do you pump it?
The same brake that has failed. That brake has failed now. That is, the holding brake is no longer holding. You are going to punch on it. That is, you are going to press on it.
Okay.
Seriously, it is possible there are some oil, because what the cause of brake failure is when the oil in that brake has a place to leak out to escape. So that it's possible there are little ones that is remaining. If you are pumping it again, it can come up for the last time, so that you pack and rectify your brake system. But if it's not coming back, you go for your gear. For manual, you change your gear from high gear to lower gear. In high gear, like gear 5 is high gear to gear 4. 4 is high gear to 3. So you move it. Don't move your gear from 5 to 1. It's not going to, if you don't apply, you move it consecutively. Because as you are moving it, the vehicle is going to be slowing down. Then after that, when the vehicle slows down, then you now go for your handbrake and use your handbrake to stop the vehicle. That is manual. But for automatic, automatic is you have automatic is already wired for brake failure. So you don't pump. Like in automatic, if it's going to fail, unless you are a careless driver, if an automatic vehicle is going to fail, for 3-4 days, if you notify you, will know that the brake is malfunctioning. You rectify it. But if you eventually fail, you don't pump automatic, you press down. If you press down and it's not coming, then you shift your gear to emergency gear. The emergency gear, they are the back gear after your gear, like your drive. In your drive, in some vehicles you have A, B.
Okay.
Or in some vehicles you have 1, 2, 3 at the back. Those are emergency gear. Draw your gear to that emergency gear. The vehicle is automatically going to slow down. Because that's why they call it automatic vehicle. It's wired for it. It has a brain box. That is maybe a lecture for another day. Right. If the vehicle slows down, then you go for your handbrake. That is your handbrake. So the handbrake is actually made as an emergency gear for brake failure. Victor, I don't know whether you are getting me.
Right.
So you go for your handbrake and you pull it gradually, then the vehicle is going to stop. I think that is for brake failure.
Right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM 08099120777. Dennis Oloriegbe is taking us to the classroom this morning on journey management during this festive season. That's a message here. It says, good morning, Traffic Radio. It's so nice hearing Dennis on your station once more. I would like to ask him, how do motorists manage the situation when you get across a multi-level intersection while traveling on a long-distance journey? Okay, so Dennis, what is a multi-level intersection?
Well, multi-level intersections are where you have more than 4 routes. Where you have 4 routes. Normal intersection is where you have just 2 routes. But there are multi-level intersections where you have more than 5, 6, 7 routes crossing themselves. And there are rules on intersection. The normal rule in any intersection, the rule is that whoever gets there first have the right of way.
Okay.
Whoever gets to an intersection has the right of way. But between me and you, because if we get to intersection at the same time, especially signalized intersection where intersection is mad, the person on the right has the right of way. You, if Victor, you are the one driving from the right and I'm on your left, then automatically you have the right of way. So the person on the right on intersection has the right of way. But intersection is different from a roundabout.
Okay.
You realize that Allen Avenue used to be a roundabout, but now it's a signalized intersection.
That's right.
But that signalized intersection, you have lighting controlling people. But if that lighting is not there, whoever gets there, who gets there first have the right of way, or if we get there at the same time, depending on the right have the right of way. But in roundabout, the person on the left have the right of way. That is the difference. A roundabout is different from an intersection. So, yeah, so right of way, intersection, signalized intersection, that is another cause for another day. Maybe when we want to finally enjoy ourselves, because it's very normal now that the journey, everybody is making journey, and we want everybody to be safe to come back from their holiday.
All right, then. So let's begin to take this home now because of time constraints. Dennis, even as we depart the program this morning, what's the big message that you're sending out to motorists, those that are embarking on that journey, listening to you? What's the message?
Yes, well, the message, a quick one, Victor. Thank you very much. You are always my boss any day. We want to advise those who are going to remain. It is very common when everybody travel for holiday. Those who are in the town, people are going to get drunk. They are going to drive in the city. Driving in the city, you are not supposed to speed more than 50 kilometers per hour. So if you are driving in Lagos and any metropolis, don't speed, don't drive, don't drink and drive. That is my advice for this morning.
All right, then. And nice connecting with you, Dennis. Have a very, very lovely Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. Okay, then. So he's the Managing Director of Edo State Traffic Control and Management Agency. And this morning, we've been able to reflect a little bit on how you can manage that journey as you head out of Lagos. Perhaps if you're heading for any long-distance journey, and this time around, the best ways of managing it is what we've been able to reflect on. We have to go. The program this morning has been produced by Dayo Anthony Maxwell. Thanks to our social media team. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid Saturday. Bye.
Have you ever been stuck in traffic for 3 hours? Would you like to navigate through the rush hour with ease? Let us get you to your destination with the latest traffic updates, well spiced up with some great music. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Traffic news round the clock.
As you see me so, I belong to the Chop Better gang. Now, why anytime I want chop like this, I dey put better things inside. From my yam porridge, after I don't put my fish, I go con deck am with onions, tatashe and ugu, con season am with correct no cubes for that delicious taste. Because my people, good life na life where you chop better.
Summer all your food with correct vegetables. Come season up with no cubes for that obonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Moving roads, for moving vehicles.